Hey everyone, good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. We're going to do an urban flow. And if you would like a playlist, I'm going all the way back to last year, October. So there's a playlist called Urban Flow Live from October 20th of last year. If you'd like to pull that up, I'm going to go get a few people started here in the studios, and then and then we'll get started in just a couple minutes. So I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to start in child's pose today. So if you wouldn't mind, come to all fours and clear things a little bit away from your mat off to the sides and spread your knees, and then take your hips back, bring your forehead down, give your arms and a bit of length and feel the sensation in your shoulders. It should be like a tightening in the shoulders, a voluntary tightness when you flex into the body, and then let your forehead find its way to settle into your mat this afternoon. And see where your mind's at today. Isn't that an interesting process? And when you pause and say, where is my mind? And today, that question presented to the body is always and pretty easy, because your body can only be in one place, but your mind can go in so many different directions and be in so many different places. And yet your body can only be in one place at one time. One of the many benefits of coming to your mat for the next hour, and we're not going to leave this rectangle. I know it sounds simple, but it's actually quite a part of the practice, especially since we're practicing remotely and at home. So stay on the rectangle of your mat for the next hour. With your inhale, rise up, come to all fours. And you'll feel some of that flexion release from your shoulders. So you're not fully extended, but now your shoulder is over your elbow. And so you lessen the angle. And then if you keep your knees down, you firm through your belly, and then reach your right arm straight out in front. This again, you've increased And the flexion to your right shoulder, so feel that. And then flex your wrist. And then notice the angle of your right wrist. So this is essentially in what you feel in your shoulders, in your arms, your belly and your back when you come into down dog, but we're just not putting the weight of the body on the body yet. Now bring your right hand back down and set your right hand, reach your left arm forward. And firm your belly, that's flexion in your shoulder, and then flex your wrist. Pull your fingertips back, press out through the heel of the hand. And so there's a down dog arm. Now if your shoulders are curling in around your neck, same thing's going to happen when you get into your down dog. So work it here. And then bring your left hand back down onto the ground. So notice how your arms feel, shoulders, give them a roll. And you drop the tailbone, pull your belly in, give yourself a mini cat pose, mini cat. And then do a mini cow. Little belly out, and then the gaze even stays on the top edge of the mat. And then come back and do a mini cat. And belly in just means not your deepest expression. And then let the belly out, tailbone up. And do one more. Mini cat, mini cow. And start to link into your breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. And then come into a flat back, tuck your toes on your exhale, and press into your downward facing dog. So more aware of your arms, and simple relationship with your shoulders, inflection, and you brought it all the way up from your child's pose. And felt your arms there, then into your tabletop, extending one arm, feeling your arms and shoulders there. And now getting into your use a lot more of your legs than your arms. And draw your belly in. It's not super easy. And to firm your belly, breathe with your head below your heart. And observe all the sensations in through the back body. And walk the hands back to the feet. We're going to come to the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. And then curl your chin into your chest. Rock some weight into your toes. And rock some weight into the heels. If you tend to get dizzy in your practice and transitioning, obviously in yoga, head above and to below the heart, keep your eyes open. No need, it's not a requirement, and that you close the eyes even when I invite you or instruct you to close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. And let your eyes support you in balance. And then rock the weight back into the balls of the feet, hands to your shins. Inhale to lift halfway. And as you exhale, forward fold. Slide your hands back down to the ground. And stretch up. Inhale, rise. Circle the arms over your head. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And so look at all that space out in front of you. We still haven't left the mat. And we won't for the hour here. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. And exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, crawl your hands forward, come into a high plank. And so this practice of remaining on the rectangle of your mat essentially says it's all right in front of you. And it's actually even closer than being right in front of you. It's inside of you. And so as you feel the connection to your breath, this draw inward. And then we can work with our bodies into express outward. Take an inhale. Bend the arms, lower halfway, chaturanga, exhale. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward dog. And exhale, and come back, downward facing dog. And bring your big toes together, inner thighs touch. Lift your heels, then bend your knees. Take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Step, step. Inhale, lift halfway. You can go hands to shins or keep your hands on the mat. And exhale, forward fold. Take a bow. Inhale, rise. Stand up, arms over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms. Feel the shoulders waking up. And exhale, dive, forward fold with the rest of the body. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step back into a high plank. A last pause, hesitation, take an inhale. Bend the arms, chaturanga, exhale. Tops of the feet, inhale, squeeze the upper arms, tricep muscles. And then exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. And so your tricep muscle, its job is to extend the elbow. So when we talk about straightening your arms and the positions and the postures, that tricep makes a little horseshoe coming down. You feel that as you twist the elbows in. Press into the pinky fingers, you'll feel more of it. Big toes together. Lift the heels first, then bend the knees. Take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Step, step. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Stand up, feel your legs. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feel the trunk and through your torso. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. We get lighter, deep breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, bend the arms, elbows in, chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, squeeze those elbows straight. And exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. And so it's these little tidbits, information, knowledge, and that you can apply when you apply it with your breath. And you'll feel that relationship in your body. The expression will get lighter. The essence is in some form and to express freedom. And staying with your breath, it's like a linking of a chain. Connect one breath to the next and keep elongating the chain throughout. Big toes together, heels up. Bend the knees. Exhale, 2 steps or little hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, head above your heart, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up and then bend your legs, sit back into your heels, chair pose. And feel your thighs warming up. Now move your tailbone up and down. Say 3 inches up and 3 inches down. And finite, feel the control and the awareness of the muscles in your thighs. And balancing the weight evenly through both feet. No grip in your jaw. Last 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, dive over straight legs, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Start to feel the spine. Plant the hands, step or light hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, draw your inner thighs back. Take care of your low spine. Knit your ribs in, your floating ribs. And people think your floating ribs are higher than they actually are. Go down lower. Like if you were to draw 3 inches above the sides of your hip in your oblique muscle and then just pull that around in front, there's your floating ribs. Activates your 6-pack. Big toes together. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, 2 steps or little hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Feel it again. Inhale, arms up. Bend your legs, sit back into your chair. And keep your hips relatively fixed this time. And play in the feet. Big toe mounds pressing down, knees spreading about 1 inch apart. Lift your wrist even higher. Pull it out through your heart center. Take an inhale. And stay with your squat. Exhale, now fold over straight legs, feet flat. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant step, light hop back, chaturanga, elbows in, tops of the feet. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. You bring it all the way up to this point. Feeling your shoulders, should be less grip in your shoulders. And if you're going to get tired in the practice, it's probably going to be in your shoulders, which is why I'm calling you out of your shoulders. Take a breath in, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to the back of your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to the back of your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Go right knee to your right wrist, swing it over to your left elbow, and bring it back to your right wrist, and then kick it back, 3-legged dog. Step your right foot in between your hands and twist. Reach your right arm up. And hips are open. If your mind is open, how is it that we can be practicing every day and still feeling certain points of resistance? Well, that's just the nature of being a human being. And so if we close the mind, then we close the opportunity. Open the mind if the mind is closed or shuttered. And that's why we connect to the breath, so that we can see the opening. Take your gaze and right hand down and step back into your high plank into the outer edge of your right foot. Take your time, look at your right hand, and then reach your left arm all the way over And make like a little banana shape with your body, lifting your left ribs, and breathe into the side body stretch. And reach your left arm up, gaze is down, and then pivot square, bring both hands onto the ground. Take an inhale, and pull your inner thighs back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Could feel like you've pulled a lot out of your back, shoulders, and chest already. Feels like your arms are 3 inches longer. Right foot down, inhale, left leg up. And then exhale, left knee to the back of your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee to the back of your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. And go knee to your left wrist, swing it over to your right elbow. Bring it back to your left wrist, kick it back, three-legged dog. And then big step, left foot all the way through. Twist, right hand down, left arm up. And as I'm reaching the left arm up, I'm also lifting the back of the right knee. Feeling the quad, creating the strength in the upper back, and so that we're not putting, you hear me all the time, about dumping weight down into your low spine, and to alleviate that and strengthen the upper back. Feel that top arm reach. And bring your gaze and left hand down, and step back to your plank, outer edge of your left foot. Look at your left hand, side plank, right arm goes up and over. And work the legs. Feel the banana shape, right ribs lifting up. And you've got to keep your lips sealed. Open mind, right arm up. Gaze and right hand down. Pivot square. Take an inhale. Draw your low belly in. Squeeze. Yeah, feel that tailbone tilt. And then press back into your down dog. So you're moving from your core. And now inch your feet forward. Keep your legs straight. Okay, now walking in place, and you're going to alternate and drawing from your upper inner thighs, and you're just lifting 1 foot at a time with your legs straight. And this is pulling you up your legs, okay, deeper into your low belly. And then your hands set firm, elbows in, keep both feet down, lift your heels up, exhale, little hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Work that chair. Inhale, arms up and bend your legs, sit back. And now you can feel it a little bit deeper, reach your wrist a little bit higher. And draw the breath through your strong upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down, fold over straight legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Okay, exhale, that's the energy of the practice, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale, step your right foot all the way through. See, in the breath, you don't need to know what's coming next. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, inhale. And come back to warrior two, exhale. Stay here, take a breath in. Press out through your palms. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot, kick your right leg back. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Kick your right leg back. And bring your right knee to your left elbow. Right leg back, bring your knee to your nose. Kick back, look forward, three-legged plank, lower chaturanga. Feet down, inhale, up dog. And exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Whew. Seal your lips, feel one exhale, draw you back. Right foot down, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, big step all the way through. Inhale, rise arms up. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Exhale, come on back, warrior two. Stay here, push out through the heels of the hands. And as you exhale, windmill the hands down, cartwheel, pivot, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Knee to your nose, stay, kick back, look forward, three-legged plank, bend the arms, chaturanga. Feet down, inhale, up dog. And exhale, come back, downward facing dog. Keep it wakening up through your upper back. Right hand stays where it is. Left hand, so like I'm lifting my arm above my head, and then left hand into the upper back. Clearly make sure you're not slipping, and if you need more stability, separate your feet a little bit wider. Switch, take your left hand down to the ground, and then bring your right hand to your upper back. Use your legs, breathe into it. And then bring your right hand back to the mat. And twist the elbows in as you press the palms down. Bring your big toes back together. And lift your heels. Let's float. Catch some air time. Bend your knees. Exhale. Walk, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Work it. Inhale, arms up, sit chair. And feel your big toes on the ground. Lift your heels, spread your knees apart. And so you're active through the belly and the upper back. Bring your hands to the mat, shoulder width. Knees above your arms. And float your feet, Kakasana crow. Arms are bent. And gaze is top edge of your mat or above. Nice soft landing. Bring your feet down. Everybody fold over straight legs, chin to your chest. Feel your feet. Take a breath. Keep your arms straight. Reach them back as you remain in the fold. Now see, without your hands together, how far your hands can reach up and then over your head. And hold this. You'll feel it. Energy in the arms. Strengthen the belly. Keep breathing. Now bring the hands together. Bend the elbows. Get a grip. And then extend. And through the elbows, hence why we're squeezing the pinky side of the palms, because the pinkies activate the triceps. The horseshoe. The horseshoe looks nice. An arm with a horseshoe on the back. Everybody likes that. And so if you like that, work that here. And breathe into the sensations. Obviously, it could be a little uncomfortable. But we're not shy around discomfort. We need not go into a painful experience, but discomfort we can breathe into. Soften the grip, bring your hands back to the mat, and bend your legs, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, bring your hands to your heart center, and twisted chair, right elbow outside your left thigh. Slide your left shoulder back. Put all the weight into your left foot. Hover your right foot, curl the heel into your bum. And so the left leg is staying bent, and chest is forward, gaze is steady on one spot. Nice, smooth transition. Right foot down, back to center with your hands, and then left elbow outside your right thigh. No grip in your transition. Feel your twist. Take your gaze back to the mat. Weight into your right foot. Lift your left foot, curl the heel into the bum. Right leg stays bent. And realize if you bend the leg, then you have to work the connection to the core. And to stabilize, it's not a choice. And bring your left foot back down, come back to center, inhale. And exhale, stand up, bring your arms down by your sides, feel your bum. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up, belly in. Exhale, dive forward, fold hands to the mat. So we're in the middle of the mat. Rather than rushing you through it, I'm going to break it down. The hands go forward, the butt pikes up like a pike position, down dog. The legs remain as straight as you possibly can. So you're going to go from the middle of your mat, pop your butt up like a cork on champagne, and then land in chaturanga. Straight legs, bend your arms, okay? Take an inhale, lift halfway. Hands forward, pop straight legs, chaturanga land. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Right knee to your left elbow. And then kick your right leg back and up. Right knee to your right wrist, slide it up to your elbow, hold it here. Feel the left leg strong and straight. Hands rooting, no weight in the shoulders. Inhale, kick back. And exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Lower your back knee down, keep your toes tucked, and pull your hips back, straighten your front leg, half splits. And you say we're sliding our chin down our front shin. And from where you are right now, and we're going to stand this up. Take your right hand. Feel that softness on the back of your right knee. Okay, that's where your left knee is going to go. Bring your right hand to the mat lunge. Lift your back knee. Tuck it into the softness on the back of your right knee. Okay, now, balance. Take your arms out. Play in the variation T-arms. Play in the variation hands behind your bum. Roll your shoulders back. If you've done this hundreds of times, maybe you've never done this arm position. Great. Bring your hands back to the mat. Step your left foot back. Float and soft landing down. Twist. Right arm goes up. So we're staying active in your left leg, reaching up through your right arm. And feel the expression of your body opening. Bring your gaze and right hand down. Step your right foot back to the outer edge. Step your left foot behind. And then roll your hips up. Avoid over-rotating in your bottom shoulder. Gaze down helps. And work that banana shape. And from your left knee to your ribs. Dip the hips, look down, come back around into your high plank. Inhale. And then we draw back, inner thighs lift, downward facing dog. You got it. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Left knee to your left wrist, slide it up to your elbow and hold. That right leg's got to turn on. Feel your thigh. All day you could breathe right here and strengthen your upper back. Good job. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down. And take a breath in. Chest forward, shoulders back. And then pull your hips back, straighten your left leg out. And you go from one day where you've never straightened your leg in the half splits into a day like today where your leg is straight, feeling it. And breathing into it, but feel that progression. You use your repeat postures. You come back through, and yet the transitions are always brand new. Left hand, feel the back of your left knee, soft. That's where your right knee's going to go as we stand this up. Left hand down, come forward to lunge, and then right knee behind your left knee. Tuck it in, and then float your arms out into a T. And play arm position, hands behind your bum. Make sure you're connecting to your breath, not holding your breath. Maybe we should open up the classes so we could have a two-way conversation. You guys could talk back, and just so I'm not the only one talking. Then bring your hands back to the ground. Float your right leg back. You could do it. And softly place your right foot down. Twist. Reach your left arm up so the right leg stays turned on. And top arm. Pulling your heart through. It's not all about lifting the chin. Pull your heart through. Might even feel better to turn the chin down and then lift the gaze up. On your exhale, gaze and left hand to the mat and step back into the outer edge of your left foot and right foot steps behind. There's a little kickstand. And then look at your bottom shoulder as you press your hips up. And from your right knee to your right ribs. Let the pose open you up, rock star. Remember, if the mind is not open, take it to the breath. We've all had those days. You're in your mind, like, I don't feel like doing this again. Go to your breath. It'll all happen through your awareness. Dip your hips, look down, and then pivot, plant, come back around. High plank, inhale. Set it up, exhale, chaturanga, slow flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, press back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your down dog. And if you feel all drawn out, shorter stance will feel good. Little bend to your knees. And one time, you got one shot. If it doesn't happen, then you just end up at the top of your mat. No worries. One shot to float to your crow. Big toes together, heels up. Exhale, float. If it doesn't happen, feet at the top of the mat, forward fold. If it happened, it happened. Be with your body. Breathe for 3, 2, feet down, butt up. Everybody forward fold. And release the chin into the chest. Finish this breath. Exhale that you're taking. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. I have a mosquito visiting me. It's taking me flashbacks into when we started practicing in the garden months and months and months ago. Arms by your sides. Feel your feet, lift your chest proud. Should be a decent sweat going on. Surya bees, you guys. Inhale, arms up, bend your legs, sit. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And pike, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot through. We'll do it with the back heel high. Inhale, rise, arms up. And exhale, dive, hands down, kick back, flow, Chaturanga. Can be slow. Inhale, up dog. And through your breath awareness, down dog. Step your left foot through. Inhale, rise with your back heel high. And exhale, hands down, kick back, take a flow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your dog. See what happens once the mosquitoes, then they like, oh, there's sweat. There's something to drink, so they start coming back around. And sucking your sweet, sweet sweat. And big toes meet. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, straight legs, walker, hop to the top. Boom. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms over your head. And exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. And put all the weight into your right foot, lift your left knee. And then open your left knee like you're opening a gate. Left hand to your inner left thigh, and then reach your right arm up. So lift up out of your right hip crease. Curl your left heel in, reach down with your left peace fingers, hook your big toe, and keep your right arm up, roll your left glute under, and then kick your left leg straight out in front. And standing leg wants to bend, of course, tightness in the hips. Work it in your breath. Now place your left ankle to your right thigh and keep your peace fingers on your big toe and bring your right hand down to your right hip. Steady your gaze. Feel your standing leg, plenty of balance. On your next exhale, left elbow to the sole of your left foot. And then palms together, prayer. And gaze down, feel the inner left thigh. If you've got a log jammed in your inner left thigh, breathe into it. Bring your palms back to center, and then inhale, rise up, lift your left knee in front. Exhale your left foot down, feel your left leg, take a deep breath, stand tall. Let the weight transition over to your left foot and lift your right knee in front. Nice breath. Open your right knee and back of your right hand so you could see from this angle, and then your left arm goes up. It's very easy to unlevel the hips. Work the hips level. Curl your right heel in, reach down with your peace fingers, hook your big toe. Okay, and then you're wrapping your bum under as you kick the heel forward. And standing balance, deep breaths, feel your heartbeat, bend your right leg, and place your ankle to your left thigh. Okay, we're here, holding on to the big toe, left hand comes down to your left hip. Trust your standing leg, And if you fall out, you are practicing, not perfecting a asana. And so come back in. A right elbow into the sole of your right foot. And that is a feeling in your outer hip, palms together prayer. And here, this is all about expanding your center to stay balanced. And with focus, hands back to your heart. And stand up, strong upper back. We've been working on it for months. And step your right foot down, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms up, belly in, lift your chin, little back bend. Exhale, dive, feel it, open, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I just had this thought, what if you were doing this on like your deck, your patio, or your living room, and somebody was walking by and the windows were open and they're like, just saw this person floating. Did you see that? This person, they're just floating. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And then they go, maybe I should try doing something like that. Left foot down, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Keep your back knee lifted and straighten your front leg. And turn the breath right into your hamstring. And feel it. Full force of breath means you're not forcing it physically into your body. You're breathing mindfully into the sensations. And keep your back leg as straight as you can. Lift the heel. Feel that pull you up through your inner thighs, down through your belly, and then keep your back leg as straight as you can and lift it off the ground. Okay, we can play with the hands on the ground, okay, or float the arms by your sides. And we can even play and grab for opposite elbows behind the back. Okay, sometimes you got to walk on the tightrope. Keep your arms behind your back. Left knee into your chest. Step your feet together. Bend your legs and then sit down. Even if you're just holding on to an opposite wrist, pull your heart forward. Feel your right hamstring and then bring your arms up in front. Excellent. Stand up. Okay, right side is open. Bring your left arm down by your side. And then reach back. Grab for the inside of your left foot, ankle or shin. And take a breath in. Ground all 4 points of your right foot, and then express. Keep your hips square in dancer's pose. And with your inhale, rise, slowly come back, and then exhale your left foot down, and place your hands onto your hips. If you need room, take a step back onto your mat, and big toes together, and then arms by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, bow, open, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant, work it, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Remember where we started, the shoulders? They should feel really loose. Plenty of support. We've built quite a foundation into your legs, your belly, and your back. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot through, straighten your front leg out. And you can look at the progression of this pose. Man, months ago, maybe even weeks ago, you get into it, it just pulls you down, that tightness, and now it's like, okay, I can start to feel in the separation, the openness of the hamstring, the support of the muscles around the belly. I'm not putting any weight into the low back. Lift your back heel higher, and with your legs as straight as they can be, transition, right leg lifts, and straight leg transitions are not easy, and then you can play in arm position. And steady your gaze, even grab for opposite elbows. Ooh, practice. Float step your right foot next to your left foot. Bend your legs. Sit back and down. Pull your heart through. Feel that left leg ground. Now reach your arms forward. It's really light in your Utkatasana. Great job. Stand up, legs straight. Left hamstring is open. Bring your right hand down and grab the inside of your right foot. And so whether it's your yoga practice or life, it's awesome to see dependencies in your body, the relationship in how you are supporting yourself, kick down and back, all within yourself, which is why we flip this switch to the breath for an hour every day. Inhale, rise, reach up, and bring your feet down, arms by your sides. Take a step back onto your mat. And feel your feet. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, open and dive, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step, you can float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Is all about what you've done with your shoulders today. And feel it. Suppose it'll feel nice to do a warrior two, so take a breath in and stay for your breath out. And feel your arms. It's all going to draw out through your back. Step your right foot in between your hands. Pivot your back heel down flat. And then come on up, warrior two. 10 breaths in warrior two. Stoic. And yet feel the internal bliss of the breath moving. You're welcome to even close your eyes. 8 more breaths. And so it's dropping into the moment and the realization of everything you've done and every place you've been that brings you into this moment. Be with your body. And then you'll keep fine-tuning the experience or the process of listening to your body. That's a deeper practice. Straighten your right leg, open your eyes, turn your right toes in. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, dive through your spine. Bring your hands down to the ground. And so we've all been here many times, wide-legged forward fold. You've seen us do the tripod headstand, and maybe that's been your jam. You stick with that. And you've seen us do the handstand from here. But if you're working on it, let's all do this together today. Palms flat, shoulder width or a little bit wider. Elbows in. And then if you need a little bit more, take your hands forward. Lift your heels off the mat. So I'm bringing the weight into my hands. Lift the heels, shoulders over the elbows, elbows over the wrist, and then rock the heels down, okay? This could be your practice today. Working the arms straight, feeling as you lift the heels, the outer hips, and the strength in your upper back, right? If you want to go a little further, lift your heels, and then you put the tiniest little bend to your knees, and then hop your feet. So it's like you're pulling your feet away from each other. Weight into the hands, bend the knees, and then hop the feet and the arms stay straight. Good. Everybody bring your heels back down. That's fun. Release the head, feel the neck and the shoulders. And together, inhale, lift halfway, flat back. And then exhale, walk your hands over to your right foot. Pivot, lift your left leg up, standing splits. Curl your left heel in. Right hand back for the inside. Start to come up. And then connect your left hand to the outside. That's a little easier than connecting both hands when we're folded forward. Draw the reins back. And stand tall in your right leg. Tailbone down. Awesome. Keep your heel into your bum. Bring your right hand to your heart center. And then draw your left knee up in front, connect your right hand outside your left foot, and kick your left leg straight. Reach your left arm back. And we're standing tall, roll your heart up, shoulders away from your ears. Stand tall. Feel it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the leg, come back to center, stand tall, and bring your left foot down onto the ground. And big toes together. Inhale, reach your arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, open and forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Watch it fly or step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hopefully you're feeling and the progression. Stay with your breath. That's where it's at. Inhale in your dog, exhale in your dog. And ought to feel nice. Warrior 2 on the other side. Step your left foot through. Pivot your back heel down. And then inhale, come on up. And shoulders stack. 10 breaths in your Warrior 2. In the way that I'm always guiding you, it's not about me being strong. I'm certainly not the strongest human. It's certainly not about the biggest muscles. This timing, this realization, this intersection, and to be with your body. And you'll see things that you're capable of that you couldn't see before you actually dropped into the moment. And straighten your front leg out. Pivot your left toes in. Reach your arms up. And then take a bow. Forward fold. And bring your hands down onto the mat. So there's forward folding, head below your heart. And feet are wide. And then there's hands flat, arms straight. And you'll feel your upper back turn on. Play with your feet. Rock the weight into the toes. Lift the heels. Arms straight, feel that in the upper back. Low belly, bring your heels down. And then lift your heels back up. Feel that in your outer hips. Keep breathing, bring your heels down. And then heels up, you can stay or little bend to the knees. And then jump the feet out. Do it again, inhale. Exhale, jump the feet out. And then one more, heels up. Bend the knees, jump the feet out, and then land back into your heels. Good times. Take a breath in, shorten the stance a little bit, and then exhale, walk the hands to the left foot, pivot, and we lift your right leg up. You're more than happy to lift the right leg, curl the heel in, and reach back with your left hand. Grab onto your right ankle from the inside, and right arm comes forward. And as you stand up, right hand and grabs onto the outside of the ankle. And gaze down will help support you as you find your inner sense of awareness and balance. And if you're just attached to that which is outside, it's definitely a lot more tricky and to move through these transitions. So inside. And bring your left hand to your heart center. And you now know that's going to connect to the outside of your right foot. Lift your knee. I can't surprise you on the second side. Grab the outside of your right foot, but I love surprising you on the first side. Now for the last 8+ months, keep it fresh. Feel it. Work the breath. This is your practice right here. Slowly bend your right leg, come back to center. Ooh. And bring your right foot down. And big toes together. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. And exhale, bow, open, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant, you can step, play, or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And then walk your hands back, turn your big toes out. Heels flat, come into a Malasana squat. If you had a yoga block, which I don't, but say you wanted to put it underneath your bum using my cushion. Oh, and then that just takes a little bit of the edge, okay, off from holding yourself up in the resistance. We hold ourselves up in the resistance so much, and then a little block. Normally I'd say use your block, use your water bottle. This is one case where I would not use your water bottle. If you can set down nice and smooth into your hips here, soften your chin. Breathe in, relax your jaw. And we'll stay for another 3 breaths. And bring your hands back to the ground. Scoop the belly in as you start to lift your bum inch by inch by inch until your legs are straight. And set any props aside. Heel toe your feet back together. Your legs and should feel like they're a foot longer. Hands to your hips. Pull your hips back. Pull your chest forward. And then rise all the way up. And feel this alignment in your body. Ears over your shoulders. Shoulders over your hips. And hips over your knees. And if you'd like a little sip of water, go ahead and take a sip. And then we're going to turn around and lie down onto your back. So your head towards the top of your mat. And take your shoulders down and bend your legs. So we don't want to pull the knees in right now. Keep your feet on the ground, legs bent so that we can work some backward bends from the ground. And you do this first. So traction for the low back. Put them on the tops of your thighs, like grab some thigh. Okay, and then push the heels of the hands in. Keep your hips down. You feel your heart slide away, and from that action, the hands into your thighs. Ooh, feel that? Now you're ready. Release the hands by your sides, press into your feet, and your hips float up. Interlace the fingers beneath you for bridge. Walk your shoulder blades under. This should feel pretty open now. Fingers together. And press down into the big toe mound. Keep your gaze straight up. I know there might be a tendency, if you want to look at the screen, don't. Keep your gaze straight up when you're working these back bends from the floor. And to protect your neck. Slowly bring your hips back down. All the way to the ground. Grab some thigh. Boom. Keep your hips heavy. And then you're pulling your chest away from that action. Push those hands into those thighs. Don't forget to breathe. Take the hands beside your ears, fingertips towards your toes, setting up for wheel pose. Right, you could take a pit stop on the top of the head and support, or feet down, hips up, press to the hands and come all the way up into your wheel. And tuck the chin, elbows in, upper back lands first, and come down onto your spine. Float your arms up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Close the eyes. And why do you guys think I always do 3? Right? Because you do 1 and then you get to 2 and you're like, man, do I really feel like doing 3? It's not even a question when you do 1, 3, or 4. If you did 2s and 4s, then you would get there into that indecisiveness of your mind. It's not even a question. So listen to your body, bridge or wheel. One more, backward bend. Feet ground, hips up, and then hands down, and we're turning the elbows in. And tuck the chin, wheel upper back. Bridge, bring it down. Float the arms up. And to release the shoulder flexion. I've been talking about it all day. Bring the arms down by your sides. Walk your shoulders up the mat a little bit. And you're going to feel that flatten through the mid into the lower spine. You can let your knees fall in towards each other. Close your eyes. Catch the rebound of space. I've been preparing you all for 8 months now to catch the rebound of space. That which we, I believe, will experience as a human race as we continue to move through the pandemic. So you've been training, and for that rejoice, to catch the rebound of space in your being, with your body, with your mind, with your friends, with your family. You've been training for it over the last 8 months. And heel toe your feet back together, open your eyes, and then eagle wrap your left leg over your right leg. Take your hands behind your head, lift your right foot up, and do crunches with your legs crossed. Exhale to crunch. Right? If you want to add a little bit, pull the knees like you're trying to knee yourself in the forehead. Please don't knee yourself in your forehead, but if you do, send me a message and let me know what it felt like to knee yourself in the forehead. Crunch, 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 crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, release your feet back to the ground. Take a breath in. And then eagle wrap, right leg over your left leg. Little cross, hands behind your head, lift your feet. Crunch, crunch. Legs can be still, and you can just really want to feel it in your belly. You don't got to mess eyes like crazy as you crunch. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your take a breath in and let it go. A little sigh. Windshield wiper your knees side to side, please. And rolling out your low back side to side. Next time your knees go to the left, keep them there. And cross your left ankle to the outside of your right thigh. And settle. Let your arms go out into a T. And release the face. And by acknowledging and the weight coming down to the back of your head. So back in the day, I used to say, every class, at least there'd be one person that would knock over their water bottle. And as I was lying here right now, the folks doing the digital in the hot room, I just heard somebody knock over their water bottle. Those of you remember, I'd say every day. Every day. The point being, we've got to knock over our water bottles sometimes, you guys. It's a practice. Slowly come back to center. And then uncross your left ankle. And take your knees down to the right. And then place your right ankle on the outside of your left thigh. Every day. It's a practice. Every day. I know it's pretty easy to confuse ourselves. Should I do this twice a week, 3 times a week. How much is too much, right? All that stuff. Every day. It's like my framework of 1, 3, 5, or 10. You may find these things hold up a nice framework. You'll come up with your own. Send them to me. And so I can steal them. You'll come up with your own. Slowly come back to center. And bring your right foot down. Soles of your feet meet. Let your knees fall apart. And then our right hand is going to go onto our belly. And your left hand is going to go onto your chest. But hover your hands about a foot off your body, like you're on standby, and place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Make any adjustments in your shoulder or your head. Slowly as you can, you're going to start to close the gap between your hands and your body. And so eventually your hands are going to meet in the body at the same time, but we're going as slowly as we can feel it. You might start to feel the magnetism. Check it out. This is something special right here. And when you're ready, please release your arms down by your sides, palms up. And release your legs straight. And let your big toes fall out. You have set yourself open to receive. Open to be. Open to honor this practice physically, mentally, and emotionally up to this point. Every practice that you have ever had connects you to this practice right here. you feel really good. And welcome you to stay in your Shavasana, hover in this space and for as long as you like. And thank you all so much. Great group here on the live today. Thank you for practicing live. Thank you for practicing always. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your afternoon into your evening. And see you tomorrow. Namaste.